Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing Grixis Vampire Invoke Despair Midrange. It's going to be a standard best of one list with average converted mana cost 2.6. It has 11 creatures, 23 non-creatures, and 26 lands. Now, you must have played against Grixis multiple times on the ladder. You must have seen some different versions here and there, but all of these Grixis versions have a couple things in common, and it's Bloodtithe Harvester, Corpse Appraiser, Shieldred the Apocalypse, and Invoke Despair. Very healthy winning win rate deck, and so far I've had 65% win rate. I went 7-4 with this list, and it's been performing pretty decent for me. It ranked me up a bit. The playtime wasn't too long. The games are around 4 to 5 minutes, so very good overall. It's a very solid deck. Now, some of you might get annoyed. You're like, oh, it's another meta deck that you're playing. Well, I'm a Grixis fan. Grixis are my favorite colors in Magic the Gathering. So for me, it's only right to cover it at least once, and this is what I came up with for my own version. So let's get right into it, right? 3 cut down, very straightforward. 2 go for throat, 2 infernal grasp. I'm not gonna go for throat because there are a lot of prototype creatures on the ladder right now, especially that flying angel, the steel seraph, and obviously flesh gorger as well. So we want a healthy split. Go for the throat is obviously for our opposing shieldred, while infernal grasp is for all these artifact creatures. And we also have a braid, right? A braid is for those artifact creatures, so pretty good. Also, a braid is a meta card at the moment, in my opinion, and a anti-meta card when it comes to Bankbuster, right? A lot of times you want to remove the Bankbuster, or for example, if you're playing against Anvil, a braid does a pretty good job, right? So a healthy split when it comes to removal. Cut down is obviously here for Bloodtithe Harvester, for Reckless Stormseeker, for all these early on interactions, right? 3 Make the Spears instead of 4. I had 4 in the list. I had to cut it down for more removal. I didn't need 4 Make the Spears. If you draw Make the Spear, it's good. If you don't, a lot of times you're going to be playing stuff during your turn, right? Not a lot of times you're passing. A lot of time you're playing your Fable, your Corpse Appraiser, you're prepping, right? So you don't need to hold up mana a lot of times for Make the Spear, but it's good to have. So at least 3, right? I'm not going to go lower than 3 because then I would miss it and I want to find it. And I'm not going to go 4 because then it's too much for me. I've tested it out. 4 Bankbusters for value, obviously. You have to round 4 Bankbusters everywhere, and it's for a very good reason, right? It's a meta card. The best card in Standard is Fable of the Mirror Breaker, aside from Farewell maybe, but Fable of the Mirror Breaker is an ace in a lot of matches. Corpse Appraiser, obviously very good against underdogs, very good against like creature decks, you know, it has value, it has board presence, so it has to be a 4 of. Only 2 Shieldred the Apocalypse, and only 3 Invoke Despair. Now, for you, if you want to make this deck all about Invoke Despair, by all means, cut the Blade Coil Serpent and run Invoke Despair. I just wanted something that's at a top end that has value similar to Invoke Despair, and also can close out games if you give it haste. Sometimes you can manipulate this card a lot and you can get a lot out of it, right? Yes, I'm running only 1 copy, and it's because Invoke Despair obviously has priority. So at least 3 Invoke Despairs and 1 Blood Coil Serpent, and 2 Shieldred the Apocalypse. I'm not gonna run more than 2 because if it gets removed, you can just replay the other one from your hand and then the other one, and so on and so on. But I haven't found an issue with running less than 2, but I found an issue with running more than 2. So 2 has been great for me, right? And 3 Invoke Despairs, and the 2 play well together, right? You gain life every time you draw, and you get it, right? And Blood Coil Serpent, same thing. If you're paying blue mana for it, you can gain life off of Shieldred the Apocalypse because you're going to be drawing cards. And the nice part is here, we went heavy on the black color here within our mana base, right? A lot of our lands provide black color, except for Sokenzan and except for Shivan Reef and Storm Carved Coast, but the rest all provide black mana, which helps us cast our stuff easier, right? Most of our stuff has black mana. We're only splashing for blue here within Corpse Appraiser and Make Disappear and maybe the Blood Coil Serpent. And for red, you obviously have red, right? You have Bloodtithe Harvester on 2, Fable on 3, and a braid, obviously. So the majority is black. The next best color is red, and then blue, 7 sources to be exact. So very tight, very reliable list that can win you a ton of games on the ladder and that can rank you up, right? If you're not an aggro fan, if you're bored of playing the same thing over and over, give this a try. You won't be disappointed. It's a very, very good deck, right? Now, it might be annoying to play against, but hey, you know, like it's the same thing as playing against Farewell. It's extremely annoying. It's the same thing if you're playing against Esper Control. It's annoying nonetheless. So anything that you're losing against is going to be annoying. And this is a very, very good list. This is my creation. This is my idea behind Grixis midrange, especially for, you know, Grixis vampire midrange, I guess, if you could call it. And yeah, very straightforward. Now, I've got a couple of games for you guys. The games have been really good. You'll see the power with this list. Yeah, and you'll see the power it has when you go first. It's pretty insane, to be honest. You can beat a bunch of things. We beat mono black, we beat mono blue, we beat other mid-range lists, we beat a control list. So the deck can do it all, right? So very, very fun, very easy to play. You just have to prep, and you have to know when to hold up mana, and you have to know what's coming, which is straightforward for many decks. So with that being said, I want to say thank you guys so much for your continued support. I've been having a lot of fun lately, which is I've been trying to be positive about Magic, and especially the issue with the client. I've mentioned it in many of my videos. I was frustrated in many of my videos, but hopefully from now on, I'm just going to go with it with positivity and accept the fact that it like we can't control that. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much again. I really do appreciate all of your support, all of your politeness and nice comments, and yeah, enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys later with another one. Okay, bye. All right, we're going first finally. This has been a terrible experience for me so far. I never went first basically, and I kept flooding. Okay, we're gonna lose a ton of life. Okay. Sure. Of course I'll take the Invoke Despair. We have the mana. The nice part is if they play something like a Tovolar here, you can easily remove it with a raid, right? Howling Moon. So Howling Moon says if we double spell, right? Target wolf or werewolf you control. When an opponent casts their second spell each turn. Okay. We can deal with Howling Moon with Invoke Despair, so. Okay. Play a Bankbuster so the day-night cycle stays. They're way behind. Not way behind, like a turn behind, still. That's a good one. Is it? That's budget, it seems like. They have protection in hand. Let's test out that theory. No protection in hand? Good. Yeah, they're way behind. Let's get rid of that. Of course, I'm drawing lands. What's new? We need to hold up mana turn 6 onwards, just in case they play a caretaker, right? Shivan Devastator, huh? Gonna pass. You can kill the Shivan Devastator with the Blood Tide Harvester, but those Pain lands are just a killer. Okay. And the Howling Moon, that's pretty bad. Okay. Let's see what they want to do. They want to go over the top, huh? Okay. Still nothing, huh? Okay. Take the draw then. That's a ton of lands. Could have killed the Shivan Devastator, but man, this flooding is just going to make me lose my mind. Seriously. What do you do now? What do you do now? The good part is they're running out of gas, so let's try it to replace this land. Fable and then a Braid. It's pretty decent, right? See if they want to take the block first. If they block, I don't have to waste a removal spell, right? And I'm not in a rush to kill them. They don't take the block. Okay. I'm going to keep this land in hand. So I can discard it to the Fable. We have enough mana to draw and to remove something, so pretty good. The day-night cycle isn't flipping as well, so maybe there's an upside. GG's. That was good, despite the flooding. Alright, no black source, instant mulligan. Okay. These lands, what do we keep? I mean, even though taking out the Fable must be a bad decision, but if I'm to keep a removal spell, I would rather I'd rather keep a Corpse Appraiser, right? Consider, okay. Kept it on top, and they drew it. Alright, well at least we're on the play against Mono Blue, so hopefully that gives us something. Start attacking here. Are we gonna Fading Hope this? Yep, expected. Okay. We're gonna replay it here. At least now it can kill a Haughty Djinn. Another Consider, sure. It's not like you have a 1 mana Essence Scatter. Alright, I need to get both of these Harvesters down. Another Consider. Our biggest problem should be the Terror, to be honest. Alright. Essence Scatter, sure. Yep. That's extremely hard to deal with. We need to make disappear here. Go for the throat. Sure. Alright. If they tap out here, well, we still can't use it, right? Yeah, it's got Ward 2. Sure. Yeah, terror should be our biggest problem. They're up on mana as well, so... They are playing Impulse, which is the less synergistic 2 mana card draw spell. You don't want to attack. Got down, huh? Probably have protection. They have a ton of things, right? Yeah, we got nothing. Yeah, that we just lost the mono blue, of course. Okay. Well, we gotta do something, right? They take it. Sure. Alright, so if they have protection, they're going to attack here, I think. And if they attack... No blocks. Nope. Whoops. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens. Hopefully it's just to make disappear. Even though I doubt it. Yeah, it's a negate. Alright. We take it. Do we go for an Invoke Despair into open mana? I don't think so. What if we try to apply pressure here by playing this? Alright, I'm game. GG's. Nice. Alright. 2 tap lands, but a cut down, so that's playable on turn 2, I guess. We have to invoke Despairs in hand. Rakdos. Bankbuster. Not scary. Alright. Maybe I should have played an untapped land here to keep up Make Disappear. But this is fine. Alright. See what they want to do. No crowing. I would want to get rid of these pain lands if I could. They're playing Grixis as well. So we're playing the mirror. Corpse Appraiser. Sure. This is going to get ugly. We can get rid of that though. They discarded a Fable. Okay. They want to attack? Sure. That stops them from blocking. Alright, they might have their own Make Disappear there on the following turn, but it's not going to be as good as ours. Because we have 2 things to sacrifice, they only have the 1. Okay. Another Blood Tide Harvester. Sure. Alright. Let's see what happens. Oh, they can crow, right? We have a braid. Okay. Well, we're ready for the meta. We're ready for our meta matchup, so. Okay. Do we hold up mana? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Let's apply that pressure. I'll get a land here, I think, definitely. Since if they might have an Invoke Despair, we sacrifice the Shaman, right? Sure. I don't want to keep the Fable. I know we can play a Blood Tide Harvester and keep the Fable, but yeah. Alright, this is going to be a good Invoke Despair here. This is a lot of value for me. Yep, that's pretty good. We have another one too, so that's pretty much game. Unless they play something, of course. Alright, they're holding up mana, right? We can just counter their counter spell. But they know that, right? Good game. Nice. Alright, we're going second. I mean, not really ideal here. Yeah, especially against mono red. We're gonna play a tap land too. Yikes. Okay. Yep. Turn 1 play always sucks for a slower deck. What is this? Okay. Well, I wish I didn't have to lose life to cast my spells. We're down to 14 already, so. Do we Fable? Nah. Not yet. Sure. Okay, this kind of sucks. Sure. Alright. Even though this can go over the top, which is quite annoying, but what can you do? A Blood Tide Harvester. It's Fable time, right? Next turn we have Invoke Despair, so it should be good. Just hope we don't lose a ton of life here. Alright, this is pretty good for them. They got a burn spell in hand. They're just going on the Shaman? Why? Our mana sucks. We don't have Invoke Despair. Please draw a black source. Nope. We're close to dying, that's for sure. So we block here and we kill this. Alright. Of course. I thought they were gonna have another non-creature thing. Sure. Oh, they're just attacking with that. Okay. I'm not sure if we can win this game, to be honest, especially with our mana. We got very unlucky with these blue-red lands. It's very, very terrible. Alright. Well. We're just gonna pass then, I guess. They tried their best so far. Mishra's Foundry. Okay. Sure. Okay. Please draw something playable. An untapped... Well, even an untapped black source won't do anything for us. Yeah, maybe we just discard this Invoke Despair, like, enough, right? We can't cast it. Alright, this is much better. At least we can stop them for a bit. The Bank Buster as well, which is pretty good. Alright, we're holding on to nothing here, right? Invoke Despair just is making us lose the game instead of actually, you know, doing something for us. What's your last card? And the Festivities. Okay. Takanuma. Alright. Yep, he drew it. Yeah. Alright. Finally we're going first, but a ton of pain lands. Well, two of them, yeah. Well, we got a decent hand here. Okay. I'm gonna play Takanuma here to try to avoid as much life loss as possible. Okay, I cut down for this Harvester. Sure. We're playing Esper. Let's see how we fare against Esper here. Alright, I'm gonna hold on to these pain lands so I can discard one of them, right? And I think I'm only going to discard one of them here. We have Invoke Despair next turn if they don't deal with the Shaman, so... Alright. Let's see if they have removal for the Shaman. No removal? It's always risky discarding two lands, because what if you don't draw a land, right? Do we hold off? They might have a counterspell, so we better hold off. Yep. It should be really wrong casting an Invoke Despair into open mana like that. Especially since they're Esper, you just know they run Make Despair. Some of them even run Negate, Spell Pierce. And this looks like it's control anyway, so that's fine. Alright, maybe we discard this cut down. But, okay. Sure. This looks like a, what's it called? Wandering Emperor. And if that's the case, it should be fine. We can easily play an Invoke Despair if it's an Emperor. But Farewell is a real thing. so we don't want to overinvest. Just gonna pass. I really don't want to overinvest here. Farewell can really deal some damage here to us. I hope they play something. They have Farewell next turn, so nice. Perfect.
The entire multiverse is at stake. I won't back down.
Perfect.
Another mysteries.
Alright, we have the counterspell now for the Farewell, so... Nice. No land drawn, but 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. GG's. Good game. Nice. All right. Yep. Not an ideal hand, to be honest, but we have a lot of removal, so sure. Let's see what we're playing against. Soldiers, nice. Guardian of New Benalia, huh? Alright. Would you want to discard to protect this? We're gonna have to get rid of our Blood Tide Harvester here. Might as well. I really don't want to waste a removal spell on it because they're just going to give it indestructible. And it's pretty unfortunate that we don't have anything to play on turn 3. But we have removal. Sure. Let's draw something playable, hopefully. A Corpse Appraiser would be nice, but I guess not. Alright, well, it's whatever. A Corpse Appraiser would be amazing here. What's the play now, friend? Brutal Cathar? Sure. Okay. They might have another one, which we can easily deal with. So, Shieldred should be a headache, yeah. That's fine. Okay. Bankbuster is good. Defiler of Faith, huh? Interesting. Alright. Easy as that. We need to kill this Defiler of Faith, so... Alright, let's take a draw here. Nice. We have more removal in case of another Brutal Cathar. Why are you playing Defiler of Faith? Because it creates soldiers? But I mean, it's super slow. It defeats your purpose. Nice. Alright, well, they're gonna have to block here. So 2 red, 2 blue, and 2 black. Red, red, blue, blue. I guess we can go, yeah, 2 black, 2 black. Alright. They have to take the block here, or else they're dead. They have to discard, and we draw a card, so pretty good. Alright. They're dead anyway, so they have to block here. Might as well not lose a spirit. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. GG's. Nice. Alright. Interesting. We have to play a tap land here, unfortunately, even though I would have loved to keep Cut Down on, but that's fine. At least we're drawing lands for this for these Invoke Despairs, right? Man, how lame is it to have a Blood Tide Harvester on 2? I mean, it's like all over the place. Alright, play Shipwreck Marsh here. Putting this Cut Down to use, right? Why not? I like that all of our lands have black in them. Alright. They're playing Angels, it seems like. Nice. We're getting close. We are getting close to this Invoke Despair. So hopefully they play something big this turn. Okay. Inspiring Overseer. Sure. Alright, well, do we want to get value or do we want to go for maximum? Do we want to draw 2 cards off of the Invoke Despair? No, I would rather have some form of board presence, right? Okay. They're down to 9, so even if they were to play something like a Archangel of Wrath here, we can easily just Invoke Despair again. Shieldred. Nice. Alright. I'll take the draw. Yeah, why not? That sucks. But that's what happens in best of 1. That's what happens when you go first. I'm sorry, opponent, but and our hand is filled with playable things, so I'm happy about that. We can just kill something big that they play and win the game that way. Easy as that. Well, the deck works, obviously. Okay, good game, friend. Of course I'm gonna have it all. This is a god hand, to be honest. I consider this a god hand, so GG's. That was kind of lame from our end. This must have been a terrible experience for our opponent, but this is a prime example of what a god hand looks like. We draw our lands for our Invoke Despairs. We were first. We had a threat on the battlefield. And no matter what they played, it wasn't enough. We had removal. We had card draw. And we had them drained as well, so GG's.